You know, there was a time when you were talking about $80 billion in tax relief for parents and businesses. That was a big deal. The number's gotten so huge, though, to hear many conservatives tell it's a start. Jason Smith is the Missouri Republican congressman who chairs the all-important House Ways and Means Committee. Chairman, very good to have you back. Where does this stand, and what are some of the goodies?
It's great to be with you, Neil. We just voted after a 4.5-hour markup today in the Ways and Means Committee by a vote of 40-3, and so now it will go towards the House floor. What's in it is a mixture of items that help families, but also help small businesses. The business provision items that are in there's 3 different provisions of the tax code from the 2017 tax cuts that have expired or are starting to phase out. That includes research and development, interest deductibility, and 100% immediate expensing, which is starting to phase out. We make those whole until the end of 2025, and then we have provisions in regards to the child tax credit, indexing it for inflation, making sure there's not a penalty for multiple children.
Now, is the Senate on board with what you're doing? Are Democrats on board with what you're doing? Is this going all one way? What?
The Senate Finance Chair, Ron Wyden, and myself came out in these negotiations, so he's on board. Okay. We're continuing to work with Republican senators to get them on board. I've probably spoken to more senators in the last 72 hours than I've ever spoken to in my life, but we're getting there now.
It's a start. Let me step back. You know, we had a record on Wall Street today, Chairman, as you know. And, you know, when I talk to people in the Biden White House and a lot of their surrogates, they all say, that's us. You know, without using Bidenomics, they're saying that's the improving economy that's going on beneath us here, and the inflation that's coming down, and people are beginning to appreciate it. Markets are beginning to pay off on it. What do you think of that?
You know, when we started out looking at the issues that was facing Americans, we started with field hearings across the country. The very first hearing we ever did was in Petersburg, West Virginia, where we heard from small business owners and working moms of the issues that they're facing in the current economy. They're struggling with inflation being up 17.3% in the last 3 years. And so the tax package that we brought and passed out of committee today came from those field hearings that we had throughout the country to try to address their concerns. These were issues that they brought up. We're trying to affect it. But real America is struggling just to put food on their table and clothes on their backs.
Yeah, we should say there is a disconnect clearly between Main Street and Wall Street, to your point. Chairman, thank you. Stay warm, stay safe. The chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, Jason Smith.